Now let's see this question. Ram and Shyam run a race between points A and B 5 kilometers apart. Ram starts at 9 am from A at a speed of 5 kilometers, reaches B and returns to A at the same speed. Shyam starts at 9:45 am from A at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour and reaches B and comes back to A at the same speed. At what time do Ram and Shyam first meet each other? Right. So if you want to understand the question, I'll just write down what they have given, then we shall analyze what they are asking. Okay. So they are saying that there are 2 points, right? So one point is A and the other point is B, and they are saying that these 2 points are separated by a distance of 5 kilometers, right? And now they are saying that Ram is going to start from A. Ram is going to start from A and he is going to reach B, and again he is going to come back to A at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. That is the speed Ram is going to maintain. But then they are saying that Ram is going to start at 9 am, right? And similarly Shyam is also going to start at A and he is going to reach B, and again he is going to come back at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour, right? But the problem here is he is not going to start at 9 am, he is going to start at 9:45 am, right? Which means they are going to start by a difference of 45 minutes, right? Now the question is, if this is the case, when are they going to meet first, right? So in order to understand this, let's see where Ram will be by the time Shyam starts, right? So if you assume this, see, okay, now what happens is Ram is going to start at 9, and by the time Shyam starts he would have run for 45 minutes. In 45 minutes how much distance will he be able to cover, right? So 45 minutes is nothing but 45 by 60, which means 3 by 4 hours, right? So in this 3 by 4 hours, how much distance he would have covered? That depends on his speed. So speed is given by 5 kilometers, right? So 5 kilometers into 3 by 4, it is 15 by 4, which is going to be 3.75 kilometers. So what does it mean? If Ram is going to start from this point, right, by 9:45 Ram has covered 9:45, Ram would have covered 3.75 kilometers and Ram will be standing here. Therefore Shyam will be standing here and Ram will be standing here, and both will be running in the same direction, right, at a speed of, at their speeds, and the distance between them initially will be 3.75 kilometers. Got it? So if they have to meet, definitely if they are running in the same direction, see this, both are running in the same direction and speed of Shyam is greater than speed of Ram, so definitely Shyam is going to meet up Ram, right? But then when is that possible? If there is no limit that at B they are going to change. See, here the question is this, they are not going to be in the same direction forever, they are going to reverse the direction, right? So which means if Shyam is going to, if there is no point B, then definitely Shyam is going to reach Ram maybe in this space or maybe after this, right? So how do we know that? So maybe you can use the relative speed concept and you can find out, in this time, if they are both running in the same direction, in how much time they will be able to meet each other. Just try doing that. See, the total distance is 3.75 kilometers divided by, if they are moving in the same direction, the relative speed is going to be 5 kilometers per hour, isn't it? By 10 and 5, so subtract it, 10 minus 5, the relative speed is 5 kilometers per hour. If they are going to run in the same direction, they need another 45 minutes, isn't it? It is going to be 3 by 4, so which means they need another 45 minutes to catch up, right? But then if you observe it, if I give Ram another 45 minutes, he will be crossing this B. Why? You have only 1.25 distance here. If I give another 45 minutes, Ram will definitely be crossing B and going out, right? But it is not allowed. Therefore definitely Ram and Shyam will not be meeting each other while traveling in the same same direction in this space. So what would have happened is definitely Ram will reach this point and reverse the direction, and while Ram is coming in this direction and Shyam is going in this direction, they are going to meet up, right? That is for sure. Now we have to find out at what time Ram will be reaching B and he will be changing the direction, right? So in order to find it out, see, the total distance is 5 kilometers and he is running at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. Therefore, if Ram is going to start at 9 a.m., it will take him 1 hour to reach B, right? So Ram will be here at 10 o'clock. Ram will be here at 10 a.m. and he will be changing the direction, right? And Shyam will be here at 10. Okay, now let's see where Shyam will be by 10 o'clock. If Shyam has started at 9:45, by 10 o'clock he would have traveled for 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is nothing but 15 by 60 hours, which means 1 by 4 hours, right? And if he is traveling at 1 by 4 hours, if he is traveling for 1 by 4 hours at a speed of 10 kilometers, he would have covered 2.5 kilometers, right? Which means at 10 a.m. Shyam will be exactly halfway, right? And Ram will be here. Both of them will be now in opposite direction, and definitely they are going to meet at some point in the middle, right? Somewhere, right? So not exactly in the midpoint, but then on the way they are going to meet, right? So now how to solve it? So the distance from here to here, which means Shyam has covered a distance of 2.5 kilometers, and so the distance from here to here will be 2.5 kilometers, right? So how to solve it now? They are separated by a distance of 2.5 kilometers and they are moving in the opposite direction at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour and 5 kilometers per hour, right? So now we can use the relative speed concept. If you use the relative speed concept, now according to that concept, since both are moving in the opposite direction, the relative speed will be 10 plus 5, which is 15 kilometers per hour, and the distance they have to cover is 2.5 kilometers. Now we can find out how much time will it take for them to meet each other. Now assume, also you should know that the time is now 10 o'clock, right? From 10 you have to find out how much more time they will take to meet each other. Then you can find out exactly the time at which they are going to meet, right? So the total distance is 2.5 kilometers and the total speed, which is nothing but relative speed in this case, which is opposite directions, right? So what is it going to be? 10 plus 5 means 15 kilometers per hour, right? Now if you observe this is going to be, I think, 0.6, or we can convert it to hours and you can solve it. So this one is going to be 2.5 by 15 into 60. This entire thing is going to be in let's say hours, so I am converting it into minutes, right? So it is going to be 4, and so it is going to be 10 minutes, right? So what does it mean? After 10 o'clock it is going to take them another 10 minutes to meet each other. Therefore the first time when they meet, the time will be 10:10, right? So the answer for this question is they both are going to meet exactly at a time 10:10. Okay, 10:10 is the answer. Fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year and in India the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities, but whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.